Tell the other individual the things that attracted you in the first location, and what you like about him or her. Then state why you wish to move on. Sincerity does not mean harsh. Don't choose apart the other individual's qualities as a way to discuss what's not working. Consider ways to be kind and mild while still being honest. Respect that, and show your excellent qualities, by breaking up an individual. If you live far, try to video chat or a minimum of make a phone call. Separating through texting or Facebook might seem easy. But think of how you would feel if your BF or GF did that to you and what your friends would say about that person's character. It can assist to talk through your feelings with a relied-on friend. Make certain your BF/GF hears it from you first, not from someone else. That's one reason that moms and dads, older sis or bros, and other adults can be terrific to talk with. They are not going to blab or let it slip out mistakenly. Dragging things out makes it harder in the long run for you and your BF or GF. You might say things you regret. Discuss your ex, or future ex, with respect. Take care not to chatter or badmouth him or her. Consider how you would feel. You would desire your ex to say only positive things about you after you're no longer together. Plus, you never ever understand, your ex might turn into a friend, or you may even revive a romance one day. If someone asks you out however you're not really interested, you can follow the exact same guidelines for letting that individual down carefully. You have actually decided to break up. Now you require to discover a great time to talk and a way to have the discussion that's considerate, reasonable, clear, and kind. You likewise wish to think about how you will state it. Here are some examples of what you may say. Utilize these ideas and modify them to fit your situation and style. For instance, we've been close for a long period of time, and you're crucial to me. Or, I truly like you and I'm pleased we've been familiar with each other. Your reason for the split. For example, however, I'm not ready to have a serious love right now. Or, but you cheated on me, and I can't accept that. Or, however, we're arguing more than we're having enjoyable. Or, but it just doesn't feel best anymore. Or, however, there's another person. For example, so, I wish to separate. Or, so I want us to be buddies, however not head out. Or, so I wish to remain friendly, however I don't wish to be your BF/GF any longer. For instance, I do not wish to injure you. Or, I'm sorry if this isn't the way you desired things to be. Or, I'm sorry if this harms you. Or, I know this is hard to hear. For example, I know you'll be okay. Or, I understand we'll constantly appreciate each other. Or, I'll constantly keep in mind the excellent times we had. Or, I'll constantly be pleased I got to know you. Or, I understand there's another girl or guy who will more than happy to have an opportunity to go out with you. Be client, and do not be amazed if the other person acts upset or unhappy with what you've said. Whether they last a very long time or a short time, relationships can have special meaning and worth. Each relationship can teach us something about ourselves, another person, and what we desire and require in a future partner. It's a possibility for us to discover to care about another person and to experience being cared about. It's hard. But it's an opportunity to do your best to respect another individual's sensations. Ending a relationship, as difficult as it is, builds our abilities when it happens truthful and kind during challenging conversations. Dating several individuals, or having an alternative relationship, sounds like a terrific option if you have feelings for more than one individual. But there are necessary things to think about, like brushing up on what's essential in a relationship and how to handle the green-eyed beast, jealousy. The most important thing is to be open and sincere with individuals involved. However, whether or not you act upon those feelings will not only impact you. If you wish to date more than one individual, make certain that everybody involved understands this and is all right with it. Also, make certain beforehand that you can handle it. Think of whether you're prepared for the challenging feelings and situations that feature dating several individuals. Many individuals won't like it. Not knowing whether it's alright with your partner, or concealing what you're up to, is a recipe for psychological catastrophe for everyone involved. Here are some ideas for when you initially begin dating someone, but you're not exactly sure you're ready for a special relationship. Talk with the individual about what your expectations are, and what is or isn't fine for both of you. Sign in with each other if your feelings alter, or if something new turns up, so that you can understand for sure you're both still cool with what you're doing. Even if your partner is okay with you dating other individuals, actually think about whether you are cool with it. Think about how your actions or choices, especially your sexual options, will impact your partner and the other individual included. Will they harm or embarrass them, or produce any sort of psychological conflict? It's crucial to protect your partner's and your own psychological health and well-being prior to anything else. If you're not exactly sure of how someone feels about you, ask them. If somebody enjoys you, then they will want for you to be happy. But you can't require somebody to accept and enjoy about something they actually don't like. Don't do anything you aren't sure that both of you are all right with. If you or your partner do not feel safe or happy, be open and sincere about it, and deal with them to fix the issue. Usually this feels so bad, we'll do anything we can to prevent it. One method we do this is by blaming others and their actions for how we are feeling. Nevertheless, rather than blaming your partner or letting them blame you, identify that jealousy as a sign that you require to talk with them about what's happening. Most significantly, jealousy is never ever a reason for anybody to be mean, upsetting or violent. If your partner's actions are triggering you to be dissatisfied, and you've tried all other options, talking freely and truthfully with them, and looking for help, then you need to end the relationship. Dating is expected to be enjoyable. Have the conversation too late, and you might realize the person you've been investing every other night with will never ever introduce you to anyone outside of his Netflix account. Possibly you're being stowed away. I chose to seek advice from dating coaches about how, when and where to DTR. While every relationship is different, here are some general guidelines. In my profile online or in my first conference of an individual, I desire them to know I'm looking for a relationship. Someone is possibly going to the West Coast, but somebody else is going directly to LA, who composed, permitting magnificence, living the expanded variation of your life. You wish to opt for someone who's going straight to LA. Often the absence of communication stems from a fear of getting began the ride. Saying what you desire is more effective than asking them what they want. What's truly fascinating about the relationship talk is that a lot of people nowadays, especially online and app daters, do not feel that they require to do it. A dating coach who dealt with celebs on E!'s Famously Single. That leads to a great deal of confusion.